Hajime Mashinchi, sorry for the hold up. It's time for fun. Okay. Got Stygian. That's gonna be great. See how well things go, cause oh, that's right. Well, should go do that first to use up some resin, and I do need to clear out the old inventory too. Let me just see, is there any actual trash that I was thinking about getting rid of? Let me just see. Some, and that is in fact enough to, interesting. Enough to run the, big thing is, I need to put an actual viridescent set together for Sucrose, because I will be using her for some of these runs. And oh, there you go, and it's always here. Always in leeway. Okay. And it's the same guys forever. The round of combat is upon us. I'm so excited. I wonder how long I can last in the domain this time. I'm supposed to spend the outside. And I think that's new dialogue. Yeah, that seems... some of it seems new. Okay. Well, one way or another, I can use this team on the cactus. Gotta do hard before we can... Actually, we can do this right now. Oh, because we already... I wonder if they just changed it for the second one, or if it's because we already beat it last time, but... Let's do one run on hard. Just to get rid of this. Electro or lunar charge, whatever. This is the one I should be farming with the current team. Let's go for this. I don't care about this difficulty at all. Well, whatever. And it's... Ororon is... okay. Ineffa's there. Shaska is there. What's Kazo doing here? Milani... Malvika... Sucrose doesn't need much, and people are using Shonling as an alternative. This is a stranger one. It's interesting because I imagine people are using the Skirk team on Kosiho, which is... I guess you could permafreeze it. That might actually be better than the Milani one. And I wouldn't have to worry about characters used. That may be worth considering. Maybe, but... Run this first, and Xingqiu's in there, and then Ineffa, and... Ineffa is not there, but I like using him. Don't get much of a chance to, and Corin's not there. What are people using Raiden here for? Just an electro charge trigger, I imagine? I guess they're trying to run Raiden National. It's funny to think. And, okay. Come on. Let's go for it, and... that doesn't quite work. I'm gonna try that again. Hello. I'm alright. Long time no see. Just trying to play all this. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the correct one... There's that. I'm not interested in buying anything for what it's worth. Just so you know. Sorry to tell you. And, oh, well, that's already done, and that's a crazy amount, too. Okay, and... Hi, we are running... Theater. Yeah, I've already got things here, so... I would advise you to apply your trade elsewhere. Okay. Let's pick this up, and... Yeah, I guess we can still run Viridis. I need 5 billion of them. It's actually a pretty decent sans, but... That's fine. Well, let's make another and then see how this works against the better. Interesting. So really want to get that Xingqiu burst up first thing. And I also just don't really want... Yeah, we can get rid of a few using some juices and throw them in the printer. But I really do want to buff up a Sucrose and then Ineffa. You should just close your ear like a Venus flytrap. Italians can do that, right? Last I checked. Never mind. And let me see. That's gonna be... Yeah, no juice is used. That's good. Oh, it's just HP. And it... Oh my goodness. Are there any more I can just get rid of to fodder? Probably not. I'm gonna have to do some real cleaning soon. A couple. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some tossing today. Clear out the old inventory. That's unpleasant. Let's make one of those just to prevent an overflow. Yeah. Really is a question, just what else could I even be farming at the moment? There is not... Well, these are actually ones I wanted to keep. It's the ones that lock I want to get rid of, except for these, which are actually kind of decent. If I recall correctly, they're going to increase the number of... Actually, oh right, I think it was this patch. They boosted at higher levels the amount you get per, because yeah, that's 30. So when it's... This is going to be the most efficient way anyway, but even still. So let me take some trash and toss the juices at it just to get rid of it. Everything that's locked but can be thrown away. Let me see. Best way to find all of that. Let me see. No! I don't know what you were thinking about there. Locked only, but not held. This is what we want to get rid of. But again, there's a good amount that I want to keep, just because, again, how much juice do I need to store up for next patch? Because at least 4 characters, Ineffa, Ino, Flynn's, and Laumar, are all going to need new Node Cry artifacts. And that will get rather prohibitive fast. Whatever. That's fine. And 3 trash artifacts. 4. Oh, a bonus. Kind of like a 4.5. 5.5. 6.5. My minor inconvenience is my job. 7.5. My jobala. 8.5. 9.5. 10.5. Next patch, they're actually going to add the ability to see what the 4th substat's going to be before you even level it, which could be pretty nice. 15.5. Just in terms of getting rid of stuff. That's 17. Yeah! It's going to make it a lot easier to just trash crap. I don't know, that might actually be decent for Lanyon. Then 19.5 or something like that. Whatever. Some of this will be needed for next patch anyway. That's something like 21. I don't care. 22. And 23 or something. 23.5 maybe. I'm so brained out. My head hurts. 24.5. I think we can... We'll toss it at the printer and see what else we need. Don't want to waste any juices right now. Got a good amount just lying around. Okay, cool. Okay. But yeah, there's going to be... It's kind of the whole Notland situation. You got the buffing off-fielder set. Well, actually, both of them give buffs, but the off field set is basically, it's kind of going to be like a 5-star instructors, but actually give less EM, but it gives a lunar reaction buff, and also gives energy recharge. So that could be interesting. I'm decently excited for it, but that's why I haven't tried to farm anything for Ineffa. For what it's worth, some people's calcs say you should be using Gilded Dreams on Ineffa, but I don't know what I think about that, because among other... you know, this could maybe be decent for Ito? I don't know. It's a Sans at least. I don't know. Whatever. Feathers can go always, but that's whatever. Okay, we need six more. So just get rid of the printer juice. Stupid Chungus life. Getting rid of some at least. Yeah, but there's one that's kind of like Obsidian Codex. It gives you basically crit rate when you do lunar charge stuff, and the big thing is that lunar reactions, the big one right now is of course just lunar charged. Because lunar boom is weird. The only way to actually deal lunar boom damage is literally just Lauma's hold E. It's really, really weird. And meanwhile, lunar charge does damage by itself. Special damage. Lunar boom just gives you basically a resource that characters can spend when other characters trigger blooms. Again, it's weird. And the blooms don't even look different. For what it's worth, there might be a Nilo rerun or a Sonero Chronicled next patch, which would be great, because otherwise I can't really run Lauma all that well, because she's a bloom-oriented character. You know, you can kind of run her Alhaitham Hyper Bloom, but the entire goal is that she boosts bloom damage. And on that team, you're getting some damage from the Hyper Bloom, but Alhaitham is dealing enough personal damage through his spreads that isn't getting buffed by Lauma's whole, you know, buffing reactions thing. It's weird. We'll see what happens. More juice. Apparently next patch you'll also be able to spend juices directly to make printer ink, which is nice because I buy a bunch every week from the Teapot Shop. Also, they're going to be adding some specialties on the paid battle pass for earlier levels to help you grind characters fast near the start of the region, which could be nice. Also got one blue fate, so let's use that. Let me see where we're at. This is gonna take us to 69 on the normal banner. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, but the Nodecry version of Obsidian Codex actually doesn't give as much crit rate as Obsidian. It's 30 total instead of 40. If you max out its conditions, which is interesting. But either way. Also, to be honest, Xingqiu should still be using Sack Sword for this, because he doesn't need to battery the team. Really just himself. Nobody else on the team really needs their bursts for that fight. So let me see if I can take down stupid little cactus. Yeah. Okay. And run this on Fearless with a Pipilpan. And it's gonna be Ororon. You. Ineffa. Aoife. Just for fun. We don't need to... Might be worth trying this Skirk, but I like getting a chance to use Milani again. Because she doesn't get a lot of chances to come out, so... And then it's Shield, and then... We actually run Sucrose. And then... Actually, I think I should level her set just in case it doesn't change when we make the fix. Actually put Mavica in here just to get a big nuke and be the off-fielder. And this is where the real question is. As this is one team that works for Papilla, or can work. And to be fair, people aren't running. Keenage is not being run all that much right now, it seems. But I've seen people use him too. It's hard to say. Tenebrous Papilla, Shadow Void Transfiguration. Tenebrous Papilla, Normal Cunning Speed. Shadow Void Transfiguration. And this is where things get interesting. Right after it begins, as opposed to the delay. Certain number of attacks normal, Electro Surge. Certain number of attacks, which is probably fewer on this one here. Thunderous Aegis, the big thing is that it actually starts going down. Then you got create multiple hats during battle. Large number of hats, powerful interruption capabilities. Flickering Mirage, 100 deceptions. It's the new Cactus Local Legend. Yeah, let me see. Make sure everyone's got the right stuff on them, and then just screw it. Just toss all my juices at Sucrose's artifacts. Sure. We'll be getting artifacts from the ley lines, but oh my lord, this is silly. I don't even know what else I'm gonna be leveling. Let's buffer EM to max. For EM share with the rest of the team. And I don't have the ability today to actually level sack frags, because I have one at 90 and one at 70, and it doesn't matter all that much, but it's just the only thing she needs. And the funny thing is that her cons don't even really do anything here. So you don't want to be using her, even want to be using her burst on those teams. I mean, I guess it's nice to have the ER, but she is here to use her E to shred Hydro and then just leave the field. It's very silly. But sure, and that's a lot of Mora getting used up here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to start farming more for next patch. That's so crazy. Because again, it's Aino, Lama, Flynn's. More artifacts for Ineffa most likely, and the really crazy thing is high chance of Neeler too, though to be fair, I do have a mostly leveled set for her, which is the... oh goodness. It's the it's the HP set that's currently on Siggy. But when Niwu decides to show up, that will become a Niwu set. Got an okay amount of ER on here, and what you got? Let's give you the level 70 frags. Not quite as good, but it's not a huge difference. And now you got 830 EM sitting around, and you can give 20% of that, which is 166, just as a buff, and then do that too to... It's short-lived, but you can give it a little over 200 200 to Milani, 150 to the rest, and that should be okay. Fingers crossed. Alright, that's a lot of juices gone, so let's hope that we can still level things for Ineffa and Aino and Flynn's and Lama next patch. The real question is whether they're both going to be at the same time. I hope, as in first half, both 5 stars. I hope, so I can explore with both of them immediately, but we'll see what happens. Let's run it! Multiple hats. Ah, come on. And... hello, friend. Oh, look. And you're not targetable right now, that's right. Okay. Main thing is I gotta have that burst ready to take you out. Gently yet unyielding resolve. Okay. And pick it up. Oh look! We're good. We're good to go. And it's you are the hat for. Okay, come on. Let's take you out, and this is where it starts. Let's see how much damage we do from the lunar charges. Very nice to be able to use Aoife here for something. And, oh, hello there, friends. Okay, and make sure this gets on Xingqiu. Thank you. And you'll get that back. Punch. We should be decent here, I hope. And now we should be able to run this rotation with no problem. Love it, love it, love it. All we gotta do is keep moving around. Can't really do much to me, but I like to see. And, oh, thank you. And, nice. You gonna go for the hats again? Yeah, you are. That's unpleasant. Oh, the time it takes is what's really, really annoying, but whatever. At least we can touch it here. Thank you. And this team might not actually have what it takes, which is sad, but whatever. Oh, well, maybe. Punch. Again, we got a decent Ineffa. It's all about triggering the lunar charges. We might need to run Core Render or something just for own personal damage. It's kind of painful. It's just the sooner you start the reaction, the better. But it's a personal damage question. Okay. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Maybe this ain't it. I think maybe if I had C2 Eva, we could clinch it. But we don't, and that's what's rough. Let's try the others. And I was so excited, too. I think it's actually probably gonna be... If we put in Fischl, I bet that could make it work. That's kind of rough. She's not in here right now. Makes me wonder. Some people are using Varisa. Still, because good synergy with him, too. You got your Golden Troop, and that's Stringless. That could be worse. It's really just... Getting that up on Xingqiu is going to be essential. And I am not optimistic. Oh, Lord. Come on. And... Thank you. Yeah, but you're not there right now. Hi, hello. We can actually just proc that with the body reaction. Is it perfect? Not in the slightest. Okay, cool. And maybe this will make it work. I really don't know. And... Oh, thanks. Fingers crossed. It was decent damage for what it was. Just her own personal damage is a lot better because of her single target orientation. Okay, and thanks. 1, 2, dodge, punch. Thank you. And thank you. And come on. We'll start your hat garbage soon, but we should have the stuff ready. Well, maybe not quite. No, this is actually maybe gonna make it work, which if so is really quite nice. Thanks. Cool. Where are you? And where's the right hat? It's right here. And, well, what do you see? What do you know? Oh, but Fischl is not in the right place. That's what sucks. Well, hello, baby. And cool. Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. Punch it, and yeah, this has to be run with a team that has good damage but triggers electro charges incidentally. This is not gonna work. It's just a weird. I think this may actually be the long-awaited return of Idol National. And if so, that's kind of crazy. Because the big thing is, it does trigger electrocharged. Holy crap, Raiden good? Raiden usable? Maybe. That said, it's hell to get the burst up. Dang. Okay. Her artifact set does leave a bit to be desired. Other thing is that Bennett's needed there. This may suck. This may just suck. Huh. Huh. Because what am I gonna do? Try all the others and see if they work and then figure out something for the last one, but it's one thing I could try is actually Furina Shanyun, Yansan Varisa. And I think that could easily actually be pretty good. But, oh, it's just so crazy at times. So crazy. My goodness. But again, the main thing is that would mean I would need to use Kinich on this team. And it... Oh my goodness, this is kind of wacky. And this is why this event is always just brutal. And I like that in the sense that it forces me to actually think about team comps and come up with something, but I will be damned. It hurts at times. Whatever. Then we Sean Varisa and Bopik makes me want to run more weapons, which is what they want, I imagine. Do have the R5 Sith on her. That's good. And that, yep, had to check. Uni be holding Fav. Okay. Let's see if this works for Pipilpan. And then this, in that case, would have to be... Oh, and then I'd have to put a Deepwood set back on Xiangling. That's right. I don't like that. Oops. Yeah, this is... Again, it's sad, though, that Ineffa did not get her time to shine. Well, that said, to be honest, what I should probably just be doing is... The problem right now is that Ineffa is literally using Chlorine's artifact set. So I probably have to give it back to her and then run something with somebody else, but it's... I mean, I could run Yelan there. The big thing is that Furina's damage buff won't be helping the Lunar Charge, but I don't know. This is silly. Is this Travis, though? We'll see. It's Benny and you. Yeah. Let me put him in first, just because God knows how evil it is to just make some of you guys work. And nobody else needs Serpent right now, so you want that. It makes you slightly better. Your artifacts right now they're suited. You don't just kind of overcap. It's a good set. Okay. I think he stole a few from Chaska currently, but whatever. Let's see if this works, and if so, I can try other stuff, but it'd be nice to use Ineffa here. See if that works with Corinne or something. And, come on. Well, alright. Come on. Where's your hat going? Right here. Okay, cool. And... And that leaves a little bit to be desired. Unsurprising. Okay. But we can take you out with the charges we proc. That's rough. That's quite rough. Okay, and the res is down. The timing of that is poor. Okay. Alright. Okay. Whatever. Well, you know, that's okay. Because it's just not... The Hydro App is not enough to trigger the reactions at a rate that is appreciable. That's what's so rough about this. So, probably some kind of Yelan Corinne team. That would have to be it. And that went where? And it... Is it this one? Which hat? Which hat? It's this hat. Okay. Don't kill me, please. Not like I can stop you. Now, this is not the team. It's going to be some kind of pulling you on team. Oh my lord, and I thought I was cooking. This is sad. Okay. Wow. The big thing is that Thundering Field will be able to work there. Not amazingly, but it will. Okay. And that's alright. Did about as well as that 4-star team. It's so silly. The real question is, will the Milani team work on the other side? Let's try this. The other thing is, it turns out that the waifu issues before were because there's literally one specific spot on the computer case where if I put the antenna there, it stops working. I don't know what it is. It's some magnetic field garbage because that's black magic, but we'll see. I just had to put it on the desk a little higher. It's actually just literally anywhere but the left side of the case. It's just sort of a, okay, but why? But, you know, whatever. Computers are black magic. And, cool, and slash you. And well, that didn't quite work now, did it? Yeah, not really. Thanks, okay. Alright. That's fine. Oh, that lasted longer than oh, that's the problem. Because it lasts too long for the rotation. Oh, that's a fun way to find that out. Not really. This should be just enough time. That's actually perfect. And slash you. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. Fight and don't kill me. I'm begging you. That actually kind of works. Okay, cool. Let's see. And yeah, that didn't get vaped. The big thing is that we need to actually be healing her. This could work, actually. I see. And not if it misses, I suppose. But what are you gonna do? And 1, 2, 3, and let's take this to vape with Malvika and don't kill me. I'm begging. Thanks. We're doing fine. Thanks you. And well, whatever. Alright. And cool. And well, with slightly better rotations, this would be manageable. Emphasis on better. I think this can be done. It's just rough. And it's just, Xiangling would technically actually be a better fit for this here, but that's as silly as it sounds. Oh, look, well, that didn't do much, huh? Alright. The point that it might actually be better to go for the slash first, I really don't know. Come on, don't do this to me. Please. And 2, take it, and vape again. You know, maybe this will be the day. Big thing is she's actually using Move's weapon, and technically, in theory, with the stat setup I've got, Widsith is a little better. Maybe. Hard to say. And slash you, that's actually pretty darn good. She doesn't get burst back reliably, that's what's rough. It's a crit question, and whatever. Thank you. Yeah, it... okay. Slash, it's gotta be something else. Maybe I just need to run the scope team here. It would be very silly, but it might be what it takes. I could very much see that being the case, and it is a stronger team for me. I don't like that, but I do have her weapon in the premium setup, and It would be very silly, but I could see that being the case. And 2, 3. Yeah, we just barely don't have the boost for this. Feel bad for her, honestly. Whatever. Today is not her day. Guess we could try Witsith and see if we get a little lucky with damage rolls. That's gonna be gambling. Take that off, yay. That is... She's got an HP circlet, not a crit circlet. Again, that's gambling, but... For her setup, this is technically better. Technically. Okay. Blech. 1, 2, and take that, and... Oh, what do you know? We can vape that for a decent amount of damage. Come on. Ooh, what do you know? I think this is what we needed. But that was a missed crit. Okay. Well, that's unpleasant. Thanks. And... Cool. Take it, and... Slash... And spin, or not. Oops. It's our EM buff. And a missed crit, it seems. This is interesting, but... Yeah, the damage we're dealing is noticeably better. Very curious. And... Okay. Thanks, swirl, and... Slash... Well, we didn't get the particles that time. Okay. Well, I actually misinput. Well then, that's a dead run. Let's try the stupid Skirk team. Not happy about it. This is more or less based around low cons or cons and weapon, which is whatever, but still. And no Fiorina there. Gotta get Fiorina here, and then... It's really this team. That's interesting. We will freeze you. Yeah, it might be decent there for the freeze, but whatever. Because I kind of want to use her for this team. See how that goes, and just... What kind of spirit we got right now? Yeah, that's good. You never lose that, because it's your Sig. Fingers crossed. I don't like this. Okay. But you're not skill reliant at all. We're gonna freeze you. Gonna make sure you don't move. And holy crap, ain't this good damage. But it's probably gonna be something else we gotta try. Please do not do anything other than just freeze forever. I pray you. Come on. The big thing is that it's totally outfield. Well, okay. You got healing, but we're gonna have to actually go through this shield, and that's why they want you to use Yelan for this, because you can't keep the freeze up reliably otherwise. Right, okay. Well then, this is bad news for people named me. For what it's worth, I imagine that Xingqiu is actually better for the other fight because of the electrocharge aspect of it. But even still, this is so silly. But we can keep you in your vulnerable phase, which is good. You don't have your Fury bar though, which is the real game here. I think, well, alright, let's run it with big damage. You can break a shield one more time without any issue, and the fact that this is what it took is just so hilarious to me. Not necessarily in all that bad of a way, but it's just... It's so... inauthentic. I'm not engaging with the intended mechanics, I'm just saying screw you, you don't get to move. Which, you know, if it works, it works. But it's very, very funny. And we are gonna basically tap this in and run it again like we're playing golf. And well, we're not, because you died. Okay. Let's try this again with Shenna for the damage, but my goodness. It's so funny. And Get that. Thanks. Let's go for crit. Okay, there we go. You are gonna get that started immediately, which is not all that pleasant, but that's fine. Keep you good and frozen until that shield comes up. It's actually a pretty nice amount of damage right here. And here we go. I framed through that, and what do you know? Everyone is getting nice amounts of healing. What do you know? And let's break that shield, and boom! Very nice. Pull that back, and the arena should be kind of in range. That was rough. Okay. We want the good rotation next time with everything active at once. We'll save that. A little annoying, but still. Not getting any more reactions than normal. What a silly team. What a silly way to do this fight. But whatever works. Whatever works. I don't care about your low frequency damage. I care about killing you. As long as we can power through on our part of the rotation, I don't die. You just barely didn't die. And finish this off with the stun for the final ideal rotation, and this is going to be it. I'm not worried. Stay frozen and let me kill you, stupid, stupid turtle. Die. Okay. It's better suited than the Moani team. That's so dumb. But it worked. Okay. Now I'm gonna pick that up. It's gotta be something like Clorinda Ineffa. Clorinda Ineffa, Xingqiu. Farina's not gonna be there. I could maybe run Kaza, actually. That might actually be the way. Keeps those reactions up. Interesting. Interesting. It's probably... Well, Furina got used there. So I guess we're actually going to be using this team. The one problem is... Well, this Fab didn't get used. That is true. Don't have Chevy here. Gonna try to go for the burning. Guess we could run Fav on you, actually. So that Xiangwen can focus on her burst power. It's worth considering. But if so, we need to put her back on Deepwood, and that means taking it from Cole. Yeah. Okay. And then Kirara is actually, as it's an ER Sans, and this is, you're here for your burst, and that's it. And is this ridiculous? It is highly ridiculous. That's okay. Get one spine stack. There we go. Thanks. And cool. Let's just keep up. Well, maybe that isn't going to work. How about you don't kill me? I would really, really like that. Okay, whatever. Come on, burn it up, and wow, maybe that's how we go. And Neitzel, going to damage. If this is better than Chaska, I guess it's going to be better than Chaska. Okay. And there we go. Alright. Burn that, take that on you, and well, okay. Oh, okay. And that's rough. It might be a Chaska question. But it's all about the number of Neitzel oriented hits for flat damage. And that's quite rough. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Okay. Alright. We also just need more Bennett parts of the rotation, but you do not have a particularly friendly rotation for me. Damage windows here are rougher to use than I might like. You just get that shield back all the time. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. And well, alright. And he just died. Okay. So the big thing is that Chaska's gonna be getting most of everything from her. Oh my goodness. Is gonna be getting most of everything just from her own Night Soul hits. Entirely skill-based. The real question is, would I be able to put... Guess we could go Ororon, actually, instead of Furina. It would be highly silly, but he can hold Fav. But without Electrocharged... Aside from Furina, there's not really a good option for off-field. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's fine. Benny boy. Benny. And then just... Really, who else? I mean, Ororon's fine for his Night Soul, because he can run off Night Soul, too. Run as much Night Soul as possible to break it as quickly as possible. That is the gimmick, really. Don't really need you here. Much to consider. If Bennett doesn't run, Bennett doesn't run. The rest is the question. Also, they block. Fav procs while the shield's up, and that's the other problem. Fingers crossed that this works. I am not especially optimistic. Cool, and just like that. Shield, and oh well. We are going to try to bust you down as quickly as possible. I am not, again, optimistic about those odds, and that breaks it. Slightly slower than we might like. Okay. Oops. Okay. Well, okay. More Night Soul hits, more flat damage you're taking, so maybe it's fine. Okay, cool. And, come on. You take this back up, we can try. And, cool. Gonna get back up. We're actually dealing decent damage. That's exciting. And take that down. The big thing is that you can actually run your nice quick rotations here. This may be what it takes, and this might work. Fingers crossed. Again, I don't know for sure. It's rough, but maybe. And cool. Please you. Save that to break it, and this is something. The burning breaks it faster, but it's worse in terms of Night Soul, and that didn't hit, of course. Cool. Alright. Wow, people said this one was better than the last one. It's not, actually. For me, at least, it's worse. I don't know what other people were saying, but for me, this is worse. We did a lot of Night Soul-oriented damage, and it still wasn't quite it. That's what's really crazy. Again, I think what might have to be done is running the other one with no Furina and Yelan instead. And that would probably enable the Skirk team to work, just because it would be able to more reliably freeze and not have to worry about having to break the shield. This is interesting. It really is interesting. It's difficult for sure, but let's try this with Yelan instead, just to see how that goes. Oh no, she has Fav. That's good. Let's see. I'm gonna have Furina available, probably. That's rough. Okay. Got above that damage. Okay. Need to have your freeze up as quickly as possible. Thanks. Cool. And get that out, and cool. I think You can get a much more reliable freeze this way. Yeah, exactly. So no worry about it like this. At least not as much as one. And that means... well, that's the other problem. The app is better though, and I can kinda think it would work. We'll see. And come on. Yeah, we're doing fine for ourselves this way. In that case, she might need Sack Bow. Which is wacky, but... come on. And I didn't mean to switch to you. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Might actually need to be Xingqiu just to... that's rough. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Thank you. Thank you. Rough rotation, that's for sure. But that's kind of fine. And what do you know? That kind of works. I'll demolish it decently. And cool. Alright. Got the healing up. I have more or less the same amount of destruction to shield in terms of reactions and application. I try not to die here. And what do you know? Cool. And didn't quite do it. That's fine. Just got to heal up. And cool. Damage you down. It's fine just because of the L1's own damage buff. It's a little worse, but yeah, it's a much more reliable freeze. That's what's nice. Thanks, and cool. Let's just make sure we get our buff up, and cool. Thank you, and thanks. Keep it frozen as long as we can. Thanks, think this should just barely allow us to finish things off, and please you like that. If we can take this out in time, we can run it. That's the problem. We have to do it in time, and this part of the rotation is starting to cause me problems. Come on, come on. Oh, that's what's rough for sure. And Xingqiu's actually got better app. As it comes from his body swords. Not Kokomi. Not Kokomi. There's no buff there, but if we can keep it frozen better, that may be better. He gets that up better. Crazy. My goodness. Ugh. And freeze on you. That had better. Yep. What do you know? Thank you. And keep you freezing. It's also better for cryo resonance too. Now that I see it, I think this might be what we needed to get going. It's exciting. And cool. And come on. Thank you. And take that out. Thank you. And more rapid reactions mean. And oh, that's right. The rain swords are also just defense. I forgot about that part. That's actually pretty darn nice. This is why he's the GOAT. Yep. There we go. And cool. And just keep the swords up to keep your freeze up. No more shield, I pray you. Don't like seeing that on my screen. But as long as we can avoid the shield proc and run you out with an absolute rebel brutality, I think we can make this work. Okay, cool. And cool. Thanks. And freeze on you, and what do you know? Another semi-perma-freeze. This is what life is all about. Making the enemy completely unable to attack you. Okay, cool. And thank you. Just in case it does break. And cool. Wow, alright. Thanks. Alright. We can bust this down in time. We can finish out the rest of the rotation and probably kill him. Oh my lord, this is evil. Oh, you're kidding. You're just barely unable because he doesn't have his own buff. My lord. It's gotta be Furina, and because we did that, we lost it. It's... The hell are we even supposed to do here? Okay. Ew. Ew. I mean, it... Could see if the Furina team works, but it... That's the only one that can even be frozen. Good lord. It's just vile. Hate you. Can't even proc Fav. Except maybe 1 second after it comes out, but even still, it's just... What are you doing? What are you trying to do? And come on. Not quite as good. Because that rotation is just no time at all. Come on, baby. We can try to run this normally, but yeah, you know, this is an actual rotation, so thanks. Cool. If this is what does it, I hope. Interesting. Finishes out with one final shot, and this is just rough. And hopefully the final ones will make it work, but it just really, he keeps you guessing. And cool, we got this up for more Night Soul procs on you. That's actually pretty good. Not unless you can't see it though, and no, just genuinely though. What am I supposed to be doing? This is legitimately unpleasant. Okay, and it, even with a bunch of Night Soul procs, it actually doesn't make much a difference. It's just, what am I supposed to do here other than have a higher level? That Shaska's bow? Can't roll from the bow now even. It's so dumb. Whatever. I'll just... You gotta be kidding me. And it really is just the no energy at the start, which really just makes it a total screw job. Okay. So you just can't run any kind of semi-normal rotation. So what am I supposed to be doing here? This is evil. Let's try... Gotta figure out something for Corinne on the last one, because this is an Ineffa check. That's not so bad, I guess, but let me see. Yuan could probably make it work. Sure. Okay. Maybe. This is evil. It's just evil. And Sword is... They're the same. And he has no crit, so... Let's see how well Corinne works. Maybe I do need to literally just say, I don't care anymore. Let's start getting more 5-star weapons at R1. Because again, this should more or less be the breakpoint. It's C0R1 suited teams. And this means we can try to get something together for Ineffa. We'll give you Lisa's artifacts. Sure. Might need to do some swapping of various things, but you take it from Lisa. And it's gonna be... You can keep Ballad up. I will, because that's stupid. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. And you should feel bad too. Kinda. Don't worry about it. Yeah, what? That's actually kind of good. Maybe an attack goblet. I'm not a fan of him. Destiny. Let me just see it. Well. It's not that there aren't any other leveled crit circlets on this set. Okay. What set does Lisa have her goblet from? Not this one. Okay. Alright. That's rough. Okay. Okay. Again, it's just there isn't really much of a boost needed, I guess, but you know, it's fine. What's Lisa got? What's Lisa got on her? She's got... It's a gladiator goblet. Okay. You can take the glad set too. So they're running her attack right now. There's no attack goblet I see on glad. Well, maybe. Let me just check, because she does want attack. What set is the... Yeah, because she needs more attack to boost the lunar charged. So we would probably actually be better off giving her an attack goblet. That's silly. Who's not Shanaz? Let's give you any old attack goblet. You're probably going to be taking it from Chi-Chi. Yeah, sure. That's fine for now. It's so ridiculous. More rate than damage, but if that's what it takes, I guess that's what it takes. Okay. I'm in a position with this one, that's for sure. What am I gonna do? It's just stupid. Because I don't want to admit defeat on this. I really don't. The main thing is that Bandit needs to be getting his own particles. He doesn't really need, actually. This is not the Lava Dragon Idol, so we'll see. Come on, take it. Take it. Alright. Thank you. Thanks. And... How did that not proc? That is evil. That's a failure already. Okay. I do make things difficult. I'll continue to torture you. Thanks. If we don't get the proc immediately, that's a dead run. Okay. Thank you. And thanks. Oh, there we go. I'd like to see it. And that's the one with it. You are the one with the hat. Okay. Cool. And just like that, we'll run this on you. Thank you. And oh look. And this is actually pretty darn good. Pretty darn capable. I like that. And cool. Thank you. Take it down and let's run that and see, and should be good to go. Thanks. Rock it out again, unless it fails, because it did. I didn't like that. Okay. This is actually really capable as far as team comps go. I like this a lot. Okay, we need to make sure that's ready for next time. When are you getting your hat? Should be doing it soon. Okay. When's the hat coming? That's... Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. And just like that. Cool. I didn't find that. Okay, cool. Thanks. Save the burst for last, actually. Oh, you're kidding. Guess that doesn't do it. Oops. Okay. Alright. Double swirl. And cool. Just like that, and pray that this is what she needs. Maybe if we got another lunar charge damage proc, that could actually run it. Come on, do your stupid hat. Come on. Please. Oh, you don't have the time now, do you? I guess you don't. Oh, we were so close. It's just what team? What team do you use? You know, maybe it's actually Xingqiu just because he... I could see it. But still. Now Fiorina can go back. But yeah. Fab sword, fab sword. Guess you can stand for the slightly worse one, though. Well, we'll see. See how well this works? It's more reactions. More consistent reactions. The damage percent doesn't do anything for Ineffa, notably. That's the big thing. And, cool. And well, if that failed, I suppose it failed. Come on. And this is the correct hat. Because of course it is. Okay. Fine. Okay. Alright. You know, this is probably pretty decent as far as things go. Yeah, sure. Okay. And damage you. Well, that shreds down, but the damage there, or lack thereof, that is starting to hurt, and let's see. I'll hydrate after this fight. That's a waste, actually. That's for sure a waste. Don't need that. What I want to do is to make sure the reaction is as quick as possible. Rotation as quick as possible. It is fun. But mind you, my life is all about torturing Italian Bala. And the nice thing is that we can see things there. And, oh, look, how do you know? Thanks. Well, actually, that'd be good for keeping the reactions out, but that is rough. Punch it. And cool. We'll use him here. It's a real shame that they don't boost the M, actually. That would be nice. We'll see. It's just, I have Ineffa, but it's unclear what team they actually want me to be using here, especially because of the god-awful... it's just... let me see... Teams... Let me see... Shaska, Shiwan, and Bennett Satlali. Somehow I don't believe that. I mean, it's good for the nuke, but it doesn't have a fast... thank you, I'll do my best. Skirk, Fiorina, Escafie, Ayaka. We'll see. Nuviet, Ineffa, Ororon, Kaza. Interesting. Well, he is good. Most important thing is seeing that that works. And to be fair, Nuviet does have good off-field app. That is worth noting. You know, we could try to do that just because of that nuke potential, but hard to say. And then. That's... oh, based on the damage absorbed. Okay, well, you know, maybe that isn't so bad, but it is pretty stupid. So... Also, can take that back. You got Petra right now. You don't need your burst. This is still just so crazy. Okay. 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 High chance I'm gonna end up swiping next patch. We'll see what happens. And then apparently it should be you, Ororon. Yeah, and that's kind of refreshing. Question is your energy requirements here. Might actually be better to use Proto-Amber there, which would be silly, but... Then they ran... Was that? Yeah, Kaza. Still got... Sack. Okay. Let's just see how well the first ones work, if they do. You got stuff, you got stuff. You need fav. You really do. Real shame I reset this if I'm just gonna go back and use the same damn team. And also, Noob needs Sack Jade. Because Milani was holding it. Before I forget, yep, Eye of Perception would not help you at all. This is kind of a almost a 5-star weapon. No, it will work. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's see how this works. It is damage absorbed by the ward, so actually running a normal rotation can work. Kinda. We'll see. Problem is no fav procs. That's what's silly. Whatever. Fingers crossed, baby. So damage your behind normally. Okay. Cool. And just like that. Oh, look. And I guess we didn't get the melt, but we'll do it next time. It's actually about the damage absorbed by the ward, and oh, we were actually still able to touch you. That's impressive. Alright, cool. And come on, and let's... Yeah, we didn't get the melt on that. That is unfortunate. And what do you... that actually kind of works. What do you know? Fingers crossed that this rotation actually does the trick. And, oh, right, I'm literally doing... I'm an idiot. I was literally doing that rotation wrong. I forgot Bennett goes first before Satwali. Oops! Okay. You can tell how much energy work took out of me. A lot of it. It's probably deserved because I'm mean to ball him, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. Lost God's favor or something. Okay. Well, alright. And that initial rotation is kind of a dead letter. It's just basically sample garbage and basically break the ward and everything else is good to go. Fingers crossed. Well, not if that misses. And also, it does kind of rely on that fav proc. Okay. Okay. But maybe you need this. Maybe. Oh look, guess you managed to dodge. It was me. Well, alright. Okay, that was very unpleasant. Maybe even with me being stupid, this will still work. Fingers crossed. Again, probably not just because of the Satwali rotation, but we'll see. Stop slapping me. That would be real nice. And oh. That was, in fact, a melt. And on to... Well, you know, that was pretty darn acceptable damage as far as things go. And come on. And that's the problem. We don't have that. Guaranteed fat proc. Come on, slash it. Oh, look! That's good damage. I think this is handleable. Again, it doesn't really actually have the base mechanics. So we can actually run this for damage. Which is nice. And we did actually manage to hit it, which is also quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and jump. Oh, look! Guess who made this work? kind of us. Okay. Difficult. This has to be it because we are not breaking that ward again. Fingers crossed. 1, 2, 3, 4. With a bit better in the way of execution, that last little bit of damage would have been tanked. Yeah, interesting. It's taking no damage at all through the ward. We were just a hair's breadth away. But yeah, I should have paid attention to the fact that the damage actually influences it, but what are you gonna do? Okay, cool. And come on. We are just going to... Alright. So it's annoying that only the initial dash triggers the proc. Okay. Thanks. But as soon as possible. Thank you. Just like that. Oh, what do you know? Hello, friend. Got that ready and just the energy. And even with the fact that not on DPSs are more skill-based, it's not the same way around it that you might like. Okay. And come on. Thank you. Let's just handle this here and... Thank you. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Alright. I don't really worry about that damage. That's pretty much fine. Well, okay. That was the problem with that. Rough. Thanks. You should absorb your own, actually. You can do that. Particle catch, though. We'll see. And just like that. Come on. And come on. And swirl, and this should be the melt we needed. Very, very nice. Okay, well, how did you get me out of the Bennett circle? I don't know, but I don't like it very much. Also, you need to be modifying your rotation slightly. That's whatever, I guess. That's okay. We need another Bennett. This is genuinely crazy as far as rotations go. Just the energy Rex get so... And you weren't in range. The energy Rex get just ludicrous. Oh my goodness. Okay, slowly and... Come on. And you were... The hitbox! You gotta be right up on him. This is what's gonna work. We were so close, but... Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Hello. Thank you. Just like that, and... Come on, Bennett. Oh, and the timing that was poor, of course it was. Please stop moving. Why do you do that? Why do you get to do that? It's just really... Okay. Come on. And actually put that on you. And without block, there are strong limits. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello, that's actually pretty capable damage. Nice. Okay. Thanks. Take you out here, and of course, that's how it's gonna be, but to get the foul block, let's slash again. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, we are going to need another. Well, not if it misses entirely, I suppose. This is, again, a little less than pleasant. Thanks, and this is also it. Come on. And 1. This feels motivated. It was not using that attack as much as it was previously. Whatever. Okay. Thank you. And... oh, nice. Come on, let me melt this. Thank you. And fingers crossed that this is the last bit of damage we need, and, well, it wasn't. Okay. Let's keep spinning it. Kill yourself. What would be really nice is if Bennett could trigger Nightsoul Burst, because he is not one. Technically, he's not one. It's just that stupid cube. My goodness. We need to just run normal rotations, and if that can't really work at the moment, then that is what it is. We need to just go as quickly as possible, and sometimes that's going to mean missing melts, probably, but if it works, kill yourself. Timing is just barely out of whack. Okay. As it actually tracks the damage dealt. Cool. And no melts except from her, and actually no, because the Nightsoul Blades are not helping here. Okay. Spin. 1, 2. Oh, look. Oh, well. And oh, well, that was really stupid. How did that not do anything? Whatever. Right. 1, 2, okay. 3, 4. Oh, look. Nice. This may be a real rotation. And we needed another Bennett in here. Okay. At least that's a melt. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. Wait for the time and the rotation where things get going. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Alright. Cool. It's fine. And get it on. Well, not if you do that god-awful jump. This is why I hate this and hate you. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Hit and just that. Come on. That's the problem. We need another Bennett in this rotation. Thanks. Well, we got a singular. Okay. Alright. Okay. I can try this, and I cannot. Barely. You're kidding me? I hate you. It's the fact that I need multiple Bennett swings a rotation. It's not that bad to get a second, but this is evil. Evil and actually bad. Swallow with it, probably. Okay. 1, 2, and take that in. You're not going to be able to get much else. And again, that's another Bennett. Okay, cool. It's another and of course you're totally intangible, can't even get any of the procs. Okay. That is a melt. That is influencing the damage dealt. Oh look. Okay, cool. Boom. Bennett. Just for a little bit more energy and Satomi. Thanks. That and well, this is actually pretty nice. Halfway through and we've already got what we need, and well, we've missed some of that. That's okay. Thanks. Come on. And take you out. And thanks. Oh! Look, as long as that melted successfully, and it did. Oh look, they decided to be kind of nice to me. Emphasis on kind of, and what do you know, a crucible of life and death also negates that to an extent. Cool. And on you. Thanks. Well, didn't quite mean that, but you know, I guess that's alright. And no, we actually got them out. What the heck? Okay, I'll take it. Gamble and win. Finally, that's one of them. Okay. So what that means Let's run this same stupid team again. One more time. I already did it. Didn't change anything. But I gotta do it again. Hate this. Okay. Come on. We gotta get this as soon as possible on the arena. Okay, come on. Thank you. Alright, there we are. Ooh, look. Thank you. Alright. Well, alright. You know, I shouldn't have used the burst then. Getting it up quickly is good. I just want to get Shanna's burst up. Oh, lucky us. Okay. And come on. Let's go. Come on. Okay. And do a little bit of damage. Don't need her burst this time around. We just wanna. Okay. It's fine. Cut that a little short. Thank you. Just take that down. Heal up. Sure. Okay, whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the burst next time. Alright. Thank you. Not sure we'll Shanna's burst ready, but that should be okay. Thanks, Furina. Yeah, not this time. That's fine. This is the one we need for the HP. And cool. Keep on attacking. This is the part of the rotation we really want to use. Thank you very, very much. The problem is, of course, doing it burst. A little unreliable. Come on. You can get a little bit of damage in before. Okay. Big thing is the healing boost will allow us to just keep berserking. More or less. Oh, look. Thank you. Very, very nice. Alright, let's get that now. This final rotation should hopefully clinch it. Okay. Got everything boosted as much as humanly possible. Your last few hits are going to be a little weaker because of the lack of you in here, but this should be what kills, and it was. Dead turtle. Nice. Yeah, that's the trick about reading. I had to actually read. If I had seen, oh, it actually takes the damage into account, it's just... It's still good to run the nuke team with Nutzel on it, it's just... you don't get Faf procs, and that's the real annoying thing. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Thanks. Oh, Ororon. And... Hats. My hat. And cool. And nuke. There we are. There we go. Good damage on noob and good. Lots of other stuff on noob too. Keep that going, and what do we know? Let's roll that. Thank you. And thank you. Hello there. And guess what? His damage is great. Nice. And cool. And just like that. And we need to use these up before they vanish. Yeah. Strong chance that's still gonna disappear. Yeah, that's okay. Alright. Hello then. Hello there. Yeah, this is actually working pretty passably. I like that. Not perfect in the slightest, but we'll see. Hats. Oh, you're actually doing normal stuff. Okay, cool. Alright. And let's see. Which one is the real hat? We can just spin a win, actually. Sure. And like that. Cool. And thanks. I want to go for the quick ones, really. There are limits. And of course, this is being done a little inefficiently, but that's fine. If I optimize my rotation, this can be done. The main thing is that getting his energy back up early on gets daunting. And it... we don't really need his burst. Just as long as we can double swirl. That's what matters. How about getting his energy up as early as possible? Thank you. And here we go. Kinda. Should be the one, I believe. Thank you. Oh, there you are, actually. It's you. Thank you, and... Cool. Ororon, and... Cool. Thank you. Oh, look. That's what it took. And... You, and this is the... Oh, that's the problem Vegeta's going through. The rotations did not line up well. Okay, okay. That's fine. And cool. Take you out, and that's one way to refresh her. Okay, and okay, swirl on you, and thank you. Thanks. Alright, and it's gotta be you. I have, and Ineffa. Come on. Thank you. And just like this. Oh look, there we go. Double swirl again. Very good. Big damage boost while you're on the mend. Gotta love it. And Vegeta should be back. Let's run this here. And don't be much else actually. Don't hurt me, please. I am just a silly little boy. Silly little noob. We're close. Again, it's about that optimizer reaction. The time it takes for her to run that burst is inefficient. I don't need to be using it. And cool. Come on. And just like that. Cool. Let's see which way you're going to be going. Real hat's right here. Yep. No time to waste. Alright. Just like this. And on. And swirl like that. Put Vegeta back down. And wow, hello. That's nice to see as always. Thank you. And just like this. Battle you, which is nice. Aha. Double swirl, don't need that burst. As we got both of you on field, we are really just good to go. Love to see it, and double swirl for you, and keep your Night Soul up. Thank you. Love to see it. And I think that was probably not the time. Okay, come on. Oh, because of course. Okay, and it's you are the hat. Thank you, and put that back down. Alright. Electron, Lunar Charge. Hello, I am fighting this boss. It's a little rough. It's fun though. I got all the others beaten, so it's about figuring out how to take this last one down. Yeah, good to see you. It's a silly one. This is the one that's rough, and we're getting close. Ineffa might need better artifacts somewhat. Oh, that's right. We can give Ineffa the good artifacts. Never mind. We can actually make her damage good. Corinne doesn't need her artifacts anymore. That's right. So we're not using Corinne. Now I'm doing Stygian, which is hell. It's actually not terrible, but it's pretty rough. The big thing is that a lot of the bosses are totally different. The really funny thing is that the turtle, which normally you want to fight with Milani, it's actually best fought by just perma-freezing it with a skirt team. Which, you know, whatever. That's life. And then I ran a Mavica team on the Papilla, because the weird thing about Papilla here, it actually takes damage based on the damage dealt on it. But of course it doesn't show until you pop its shield. So basically you want to use a team that deals good damage but is, you know, not one because it's shield, because of Night Soul. The real crazy thing, honestly, is since it takes no damage while the ward is up, you can't use Fav on it. That's what's really rough. But that's life. So let me... Ineffa had taken some artifacts from some other individuals. She's gonna get the good stuff back shortly. Because, as of currently, she's using Corinne's artifact set, and Corinne, of course, needs... Was that what she had? Let me see. A Thundering Fury set, and I was trying to use Corinne with Ineffa on that team, and it didn't quite work. So I'm just trying all sorts of different stuff to get the final difficulty 5, because difficulty 6 is, of course, that's just for whales. That's beyond me for certain. But difficulty 5 is for people who have basically most 5-star characters and a few weapons here and there, which is me. That's the situation I find myself in. So I'm doing my darndest to make things work. And that's right. So Lisa's artifact set is what you had. Let me take Lisa's set back on Lisa. And then we can take Corinne's set and put it back on Ineffa. Because we're not going to have the actual Ineffa artifact set until next patch cycle comes around. That's how it's going to be. Well, it actually would have been faster if I'd taken Corinne's put on Lisa and switch with Ineffa. It would have been more efficient, but I don't care. And I'm dumb enough that I might have messed it up anyway, so whatever. We got Ballad, which actually, you know, it's got 3 types in the party, so it will work. You need the damage circlet. You don't really need recharge. That burst... The only reason I really want to use the burst is to refresh her turret when it's not otherwise off cooldown, and it wouldn't be fun to actually do it in the rotation itself. Again, I will say that Stygian is undoubtedly, the biggest... It's not just a kit check. It is a legitimate skill check. It's a team-building test, and it does require legitimate skill, but also it sucks. The entirety of my team, except for Ororon, is all... In the boost... Oh, welcome back. It's Bala. How are you doing? How's your 5-minute nap, Bala? We beat this and this. It's fun. We're gonna go for the 3rd. And cross our fingers. Fingers crossed. Oh well, and how about you take this? Come on. Alright. Vegeta. Thank you. Alright. Best thing to do is gonna be run it like this. And hello, it's you. You're the special head. Hello. And come on. Thank you. Alright, that didn't quite do it, but there we are. This is basically perfect as far as rotations go. Very nice. And sure. Take you while you're down and take a massively increased amount of hydro damage. Gotta love it, and well, not if you stay out of the way of that. Unfortunately, okay. There's only so much I can do, I guess. And good stuff. Hello. And maybe that should have been saved for a different part of the rotation. I don't know. Whatever. And scroll that and keep hitting you. We did okay. Thanks. That's there. That's here. This should be it. Hello, Hat. Nice. And thank you. You know, maybe that wasn't quite perfect, but if it works, it works. Okay. Thank you. And I think this will clinch it. I'm crossing my fingers. Double swirl again, and you got your actual resistances back up, and well, that interruption is rough. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright. Come on, and Vegeta is gone. Oops. Fingers crossed. One more instance. Die. Holy crap, it's dead. Oh my goodness. We did it. Okay, it actually worked. That was fun. You know, and all I really had to do was just look up what the teams to use and totally reconfigure everything I was doing. Because before this, I was trying Milani. She went the other things that she went and had the wrong kit set. She didn't have Cinder City on her, and that probably could have actually let the Milani one kill. I'm not trying again. I'm not trying again. Especially since I would have wanted to run Mavic on that team. I tried that, and then Mavic was needed for Papilla, but what do you know? We can collect all the rewards now before I forget about it. Yay! Okay. Radiant Phantasm, and I don't care, and it's literally the same every time. Nothing new, it's just the Sinner's weapons, which is cool in theory. I guess the real question would be if... And I wonder if that doesn't kind of imply that the Sinners won't ever actually be playable, or at the very least that they would have different weapons than they're shown with. Because this is Golds. And... also, this is a special version. Yeah, Life is Ransdottir. Resin is Hroptatyr, who might be Piero. Shattered Moon is Death, and it's Rerir. And interestingly enough, leaks say that Rerir is going to be next patched, and the weird sort of zombie enemies are because of his power of death. Of course, they show lunar reactions. Then Time, Gleipnir, that's... Let me see. All listed as Transcendent. They're all listed as Transcendent, but it's these ones here where they show the Time. Golden, that's Rondodir. Wise, Hroptatyr, maybe Piero Moonhunting, that's Rerir, we don't know much about him. Oracle Issuing, that's Vedrfolnir, Dan's brother, and Foul, that's Srutology. The really funny thing about this is, of course, the fact that Srutology has his weapon, his signature weapon, the bow, even though we see him with a Claymore. Skirk fights with a Claymore in one of her attacks, and, you know, and her other bursts. But it's Tartaglia who's worst with the bow, uses it as his weapon, as a sort of disciple of a disciple. It's very funny, and I imagine they had that in mind. But the interesting thing is that, you know, Life is Gold, Reason is Hroptatyr, maybe Piero, Death is Rerir, Time is Vedrfolnir, which I imagine explains his ability to prophecy, because he sees through time, and then Void is Piero. Interestingly enough, Reason, which would correspond to Logos, is in the Circlet of Logos in the artifacts, is again, it's, when you look at these, it's Life, the flower, Death, the feather, Reason / Logos, that's the circlet, Time, that's Eon, which is the sands, and then Void is Eonathem, which means empty space. So it's very interesting seeing the artifacts become lore relevant again, I suppose, but yeah, here we go, a few experience books for our trouble, a little bit of more, and a couple of feathers, slightly less than 3 rolls for all of our misery and suffering. But it's just sort of, you know, what's the point in rolling for characters if you're not going to use them? You know, the point of having characters is to use them. Okay, there we go. Nothing, really. There is... Oh, that's right. I did some rhythm game on my own time and got some of these. But it's only really fun on phone. 25 Groshin, 1 score theme, and the treasure. 3 score themes. We need more. And then I need to play player charts. 15 different official. Okay, cool. And 30 Discantus. 5 more scores, and then play a bunch of fan-made charts, which will probably kill me in the process. Fingers crossed. Okay. Well, one way or another... I don't know. This team could work on anything, probably. No, it wouldn't work on the turtle, because it resists Electro. Let's... Hard is the lowest one you can collect rewards on. You can't do it here. Okay, cool. Let's just get rid of... Kill this stupid thing a few more times and just... Okay, cool. Okay. Just a bit of farming. Get it out of the way. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Probably need to change out what Xingqiu's got on him, but whatever. whatever. The only person who needs something is Xingqiu. Oh well. Alright, whatever. Oh, you got the stupid pipe. That's right. Die. I want you dead. And its hat is... It's you! You are the hat. You are the hats. You gotta change your stuff. Whatever. Come on. This is not a big deal. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. Oh, look. Hello. Yep, and once you break that, it just dies, basically. There you go. Winter charges damage enough. Let's break it once and kill. Okay, cool. Let's collect our funny blossom, just to make sure I don't overcap. You know, I'll probably do the rest of this off stream. Okay. It's not very good. But it's just, I don't know what to farm right now other than Viridescent, because everyone needs Viridescent. You know, it's just, am I just going to 5 billion times, just try to get better, slightly better? Because the only person who really needs their burst up is Xingqiu, and for that, Sack is better. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, what would also be interesting, I guess, is... Now that I know how to fight that stupid thing, let's fight it in open world and kick its ass. Okay. The interesting thing is, since it's in water, I don't need application at all. So it's actually better to be using official. Yeah. Okay. And that's fun on you, but since there are no longer 3 different types, you just want to use deathmatch. Okay. That was fun. It's always interesting, and you know, maybe it could have been better to run Nuve with Proto Amber, because there's no second Hydra on the team, and he therefore has a harder time of it with energy, but I don't know. I really don't know. Hard to say. Okay, cool. Let's run it here. Hola, hello. Maybe like this. And what are you not? Well, you didn't go up as high. I wonder if that was the water. But this is what it's like to just utterly humiliate this guy. The nice thing is that, well, the shield, Ineffa's shield is also, of course, just hilariously well suited. Because of the whole deal with you're over there. Gonna move. Let's see. Now you're here. No, not quite. There we go. And just like that. Take it back on. We don't need that quite yet. Cool. Take that out. And of course, her Electro Shield is stupidly good for resisting all of its attacks. We don't have it up right now, but we don't really need it up right now. See how much damage we deal just by breaking the hat. It's hilarious. And cool. Fish. And while you're down, we can take advantage of that massive weakness. Of course, I imagine Flynn's is going to be even better for this boss next patch, but that's not my problem. Okay. Cool, be free. And come on. Hats are not coming back out yet. We gotta fill that through about one more time. For whatever reason, Evo is having a hard time targeting it when I fought the other one normally. It's not happening here, which I'm happy about, but we'll see. And, well, that was tough. Okay. Cool. And just like this. Come on, you are gonna start moving around, and switch about 5 times. You seem to switch more in the open world to emphasize the puzzle aspect, it seems, which makes sense, and well, that may have been a little ill-advised. Oh well. Vegeta isn't even here anymore. Got that shield back, and the damage dealt from the lunar charge alone should actually kill you immediately. Not quite. But now you are dead. And that's how the kill goes. Okay. That is a fun local legend. Even if just because of the fact that you can just fight it with that funky electrocharge team that normally isn't really any good. Okay. Also, something new is, after Ineffa's Archon quest, West of the Flower Feather Clan, they add this boat. Let's check it out. Let's... Holy crap, Ineffa boat.
Yup. Huh.
It's Amu. Ah, she's the gal from the Archon quest. This won't do if I don't make up my mind soon. My food's going to get cold. What's the problem? So I'm trying to decide whether I should take this box along to Swosin, the Fitchui spy Liwei guy. He's always working so hard at the harbor, I have no idea if he's even eating properly. And then, have you two still not made up? Made up? You lied to us for over a decade. That's not something you just forgive and forget. He needs to apologize at least another 3 times. It is the charm. And nobody else knew. Side, I imagine you must be from Nodecry. We got Mayu and Gruzimis Solala. Hello, please complete your harbor entry registration here. Passengers will be taken care of by the Flower Feather Clan. Never imagined a simple harbor would be so well prepared out there on the waves. Wasn't sure what we would do when we were in landfall. I can't thank you enough. The situation in Nodecry is far from stable right now, but it looks like we finally found a place we can breathe easy. Probably should thank the Pyro Archon. It was she who talked to the Flower Feather Clan's elders and arranged to establish this harbor. Oh look, Malvika being the best as always. Oh, and you might want to thank Mr. Schrozen too. He's provided us with a wealth of information on Nodecry and no small amount of advice on how to set up the harbor. And Coach Swotion, again the spy, we kicked you. Traveler, it's been a while. I hope you and Ineffa are doing well. What exactly are you doing? After that previous mess was resolved, the Pyro Archon decided to establish a simple harbor here in response to the situation in the north. This way, there's a convenient place to welcome people coming from Nodecry. After everything you did for me, I want to face up to my actions and try to do some good, even if it might not seem like much. So I came here to help people who are in similar circumstances. How nice of you. Redeem yourself. And the Fatui never came looking for you. The Flower Feather Clan has been helping me keep an eye out, but it doesn't look like they plan on doing me any harm. Imagine Nodecry is already giving them enough trouble. Perhaps everything that happened here boiled down to the recklessness of her subordinates, and Marionette Sandrone herself couldn't care less about it. Maybe. Again, I don't imagine Sandrone would want to cross us. Because in the... Okay, climb the boat. In the questioning Melusine and answering machine quest chain over in Fontaine started here at the Steambird, going down to the... Come on. It's over here, was it not? Eerie underground facility, we met a sentient robot whose death Sandrone avenged, partially as a favor to us. I do not imagine, especially if she made the Catherines, that she will consider herself our enemy. We'll see. It's probably going to take us to Nodecry too. Oh, who am I kidding? There's just going to be a teleport up here at the top of the map. Well, I don't know. Oh, right, I haven't done dailies. Right. You know what I could do for the last 30 minutes? TCG. Okay. We'll do some grinding and then, yeah, TCG. That'll run it. Again, everyone needs... Everyone need a goddamn viridescent Venerer set, I swear. As of right now, I made one for Sucrose just now, and it didn't even really matter because I didn't use her in the end. Just permafroze. I didn't run Milani. I mean, it's good she has a set if I need her, but whatever. VV. Who has one? Who needs one and doesn't have one? I guess maybe Jean, but I run her Noblesse. Well, I don't even really run her anymore. But Lanyon needs one. Well, you're actually holding... You're holding the Noblesse I usually use on Jean. Jean's holding the Lynette's VV set. Actually, never mind. Lanyon's holding Jean's Lynette's VV set. Lynette is holding Jean's Noblesse, and by process of elimination, Jean is holding nothing. Right. You need that leveled. I wish Hazo was good. And Farazan doesn't even use VV because she's mono animo, not a shredder. I guess you could, but it's silly. And wait, yeah, exactly. We need a real one for Lanyan and a real one for Mizuku. Which I guess I could make actually decent if I felt like it. We'll see. Like that team. I do. Don't fall, you imbecile. Okay. And come on. This also helps extend the rotation, which otherwise is oftentimes kind of awkwardly short. Yeah, it's the same reason I like letting Sack on boot out. And that's over. Okay. Wow, lots of energy. I like it. That's Hot Spring. I have to use a Tibet with sword because I don't have Mavico Shield and Kachina in party. Well. Get over here. Yeah, I could just run stupid cactus a few more times. That's okay. Come on. Keep the lunar charged up, and the shield on. Shield on. Okay. Cool. Alright. We will run out of time on Xingqiu's burst before you finish, probably. Yeah. Oops. Hey, Ororon's damage actually did it. It is interesting how the Thunder Quads are nearby. That's what determines whether Ineffa does her extra hit on burst that, oh goodness, counts as lunar charge damage, which notably does not itself require hydro or electro application of the enemy and will keep the application up itself. Again, it's good that I leveled Sucrose, because Sucrose is currently a best in slot for flames. Because I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Again, since most of his damage is counted as lunar charge reaction damage, that means attack percent only applies to, well, certain of his instances. But the big thing is he doesn't need damage percent at all. You just want to run him EM attack. You get enough attack to hit a 2000 to get his bonus to reaction damage and EM, then you just stack everything else EM, and then, crit on circle it, because Winter Charge can crit, but no damage bonus, so causes only a side grade to Sucrose, because he's not going to be buffing all of his hits, because not all of them even get anything from damage bonus at all. The other thing is that, of course, since, unless you're at C2, in which case he would be better in most cases, especially since, oh goodness, Sucrose is an 8-second damage bonus, which, to be fair, would be to all the party members, all the other party members, because you can store Hydro and Electro at once, but Kaza, that requires C2, and it lasts the same amount of time, and it costs, you have to burst to use it. You need C2, and even then it's not necessarily indisputably better. That's what's interesting. It's gonna be fun to use Sucrose again. I can't even really remember ever really using her. It's interesting. Yeah. Come on. Can cox him out. I know that's not how that's pronounced. Fly on over. Lazy little Caholosaurus. Didn't know this Caholosaurus was Italian. I hope you heard that, and I hope you were offended. I know you are. So, it's the final daily. Yeah, then we just run a few more kills of the stupid cactus on the minimum difficulty. Get the artifacts from it. I guess the other thing I could do is try to put some slightly better artifacts on the Raiden. It's tough to say. The big thing is that you really, really want to maximize your crit rates for the Echo Challenge that I'm still trying to get together, as her crit damage gets buffed. So having crit damage on her is less important than crit rate. She's already got a crit rate circlet. She just doesn't have a weapon that's all that good for it. It's hard to say. She needs as much ER as she does, so I couldn't just say screw it and slap a... Probably couldn't just slap Deathmatch on her, though it is tempting. And that might actually end up being better. I guess we could try that, but again, that's going to mean a rougher time of it getting everything, everyone's energy up. It might still be worth it. I don't know. It's worth trying, and so I've seen some free-to-play clears of the Echo mission, and they do tend to use catch, though to be fair, Deathmatch is not a free-to-play weapon. So again, the question is, would it be better? And probably as long as I can actually get the energy requirements together. Also, you need this back. Okay. Yeah, because Flynn's in Ineffa too, because again, the extra hit from Brigitte when clouds are out is lunar charge damage for, you know, damage tag purposes. But of course it's based on her attack. It's very interesting how, of course, it's basically Hollywood accounting in terms of what damage counts for what. And that was the source of the, you know, over 3, almost 4 years ago at this point. About 3 years, 11 months, almost to the day. The Raiden controversy where she couldn't trigger Beto's burst hits, because of course Beto's hits proc on normal and charge attack damage, whereas Xingqiu and eventually Yeon, who of course was not out yet, they proc on normal charge attack animation / input. They don't rely on damage type, and it's... Of course, in the end, and they actually changed it, because originally, and it was to buff Raiden in the end, because originally only the initial big / counted as burst damage, and the rest were just normals with increased damage, but of course, which is interesting considering how Emblem works. But of course, they changed it so Emblem then buffed everything, which was a better choice in the end, but a lot of people at the time did not quite like it. Let me see, and yeah, it's just kill this stupid cactus a few more times. I'll probably try Raiden's tomorrow after I sleep on it. Something like that. And, come on. Just gotta get this ready and figure out who's where. Which hat? And yeah, it's fewer as a result. Just to make things work a bit better. There we go. Hello. Once you break it, you kill him. It's that easy. But I am legitimately quite sad that Ororon in the end was not enough. I mean, Ineffa was not enough. I'm glad we still got to use Ororon, though. That was very nice. It's so hard to think. What for EM can I afford to trash? So I've realized that there was a time where I trashed a lot of it. I was probably trashing more than I could really afford to. But even still. Thank you. And come on. Over here. Nice. This is the correct one. Let's run that for your decent damage. Again, that is... So it's actually non-attack off. So that's from his C6, which I, well, don't have. Next patch, like, it has been mentioned that Condensed Resin is going to go from 40 to 60 resin worth, both in terms of creation and consumption. And you're going to be able to just consume 40 resin unconditionally on things that use Leyline Blossoms. And, oh, look. Great. Let me see. And I can only see... Well, can I? Cannot enhance here, can I? Actually, you can't. Last patch, you couldn't, I think. I think they changed that. The only thing to really level right now, because I spent a bunch of juices on Sucrose, what I didn't even end up using, is... Well, actually... I don't think I ever got Siggy's... I didn't get Siggy's all the way to 20. And fingers crossed, inshallah, Niwu is on next patch, so I can... So hopefully just use this to... as her set. I'm gonna need a lot more. And more, though, because... Again, I was gonna need to get stuff for Sucrose for Flynn's next patch anyway, so it's okay. Maybe not ideal, but it's okay. It's passable. I'll live. Not well, but I will. Okay, that's not especially good. It's got a half EM. Also, these all suck, but this is the only way to get VV. Of course, they put VV with trash. Because the real question is, again, for Flynn's, it's probably attack a goblet, EM Sands. Just because it's easier to get an EM Sands than an EM Goblet. Not that anything is easy, but... And then... Oh, hello. It's you, and I see you, I see you. Even if I'm dumb. Okay. And Ororon does not have his own... No, whatever. That's fine. And even the rain swords are actually dealing a pretty nice amount of damage. There you go. Okay. This is a bit clumsier because somehow we didn't get Ororon's burst, but whatever. Yeah, and then a crit. What's his stat again? Crit, crit, crit. Yeah, and the big thing is... Both Ineffa and Flynn's would love to have Ballad of the Fjords. But... Let me see. Let me see. He could probably run with Deathmatch just for the crit, I guess. He's doing more instances himself. He's the DPS. Let me see. He gets, from Ascension, he gets crit damage. He would prefer crit rate anyway, but... honestly, probably still a crit damage circlet. Because he would be definitely running Deathmatch, or... Either Deathmatch, or... Also, of course, he has a crit rate artifact set, so that's a lot of it, too. It's going to be interesting to figure out a team for him. And then let me just check Ineffa's kit again. That's got to be... She get anything from her EM to buff the team? No. No, it's just her attack. Okay. Yeah. And of course, that's still crap. This is also crap. But it's crap we can use. So let's continue obtaining crap. God love it. And we need both of these. Oh look, thank you. Where are you going? Where are you going? Right here. Got our lunar charge. There you go. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, look. Broken already. Again, it's interesting. And that was... Yeah, it's not getting under 30 seconds, but it's not... It's a more efficient way of grinding. Okay. Just a few more of these. This is our Nilu set. For what it's worth. No, actually there weren't any there. Thought there were some 1-stars, but I guess we already got rid of them. Let's get rid of that to clear more space then. Yeah, it's our pure HP Nilu set. I do find it funny, because even in trials, they just outright admit by giving her 2-piece HP. Yeah, we tried having used Deepwood and Flower of Paradise Lost, and nope, you just gotta run them. You just gotta run 2-piece HP to max your buff. And that's okay. It's got EM. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's passable. Maybe I can accept that. Hello. Hello. He can get multiple Fat Frogs. That is worth considering. Yeah, that is enough. Okay. Cool. I see you. And Rahida. Review. Decent amount of damage, because again, the more damage you deal by Lunar Charge, when you feel its little rage gauge, it takes a little bit of war damage. That's when it depletes by about a third immediately, which is why you gotta run an Electro Charge team, and ideally Ineffa. That's not good. Especially not on VV, that's not a good enough off-piece to keep, sadly. And of course it's on Maidens, which is terrible. Okay. Well, it's time to condense a few more, and then just do a few more runs, and then fight whoever's new in TCG, and then that's enough for the night, and I'll be back on tomorrow for the event. As one does. Ah, that was fun. Especially the part where I leveled a bunch of artifacts I didn't need to. Oops. Okay. You know, as expected. Yeah. But again, it probably I would be... Let me check. Again, the other question is whether the Nodecry craftable poor might just be better. That is possible. And again, it's... The extra damage instances are Lunar Charge damage. And that... when he bursts. And for what it is worth... Well, it's a shame that his Lunar Charge... He doesn't do a lot of extra Lunar Charge procs unless he's... I mean, he's proccing the reaction himself by just dealing electro damage, but... Next normal procs... Unless you get Constellations, you're not getting a lot of extra Lunar Charges in. It's kind of sad. Again, though, I hope he's fun. Last time, I will say, even though Kinich may not be the strongest, and, well, to be fair, it's been a year. I'd say he's the most fun of any male DPS character. In no small part because of the fact you can get a third shot off by being skilled and fast enough. That is really, really appealing to me. He's got a skill ceiling in a way that they don't like to give male characters on it. Well, they don't like to give a lot of characters, honestly. And to be fair, I don't know how intentional it was for you to be able to get the 5th shot off. But one way or another, it is very, very cool that it exists. One of the few only other character in the game who really has something you could describe as quote-unquote tech. Probably Mavuka, which is interesting. Okay, and which one? It's you! Hello. And check it out. You. Okay, cool. Oh, this is what I like to see. Again, it's not perfect by any means, but very fun how we can just modalize it with Lunar Charge. Okay, come on. A lot of stuff leveled, and a lot of more just down the drain. Again, Siggy is actually best, because maxing HP maxes her buff, but her buff sucks. She actually wants Ocean Hued. But it's... Aside from weird theater teams where I don't have the ability to use Shilin and Rakaza for Furina and Nuve. And to be fair, that has come in handy. She doesn't really have use cases. Yeah, and it's full HP. This... I don't believe it would actually max Nuve's buff. How much is that for her buff? That's... Let me see. Buff takes... 444.44. Okay. Alright. Huh. I mean, you just want to max it, but... You have Kajna's suit. That's... 66.2% HP. The Dockhand's assistant is not as much. It's 41.3, which ain't half bad. And then Ravenbow, which Siggy is currently using, is... I mean, Recurve Bow. Recurve. That's 46.9, so it's about the same. Yeah, sorry, but I'm not rolling for the paddle for Nilu. At least not right now. Oh well. One day far in the future, and you get even more HP from Refines, which just... Holy whale bait. Well, I guess it makes sense, because otherwise there's no way to really get her HP increased by Refines, unless you're silly and get her C6 and runners and on-field DPS, which is possible in the silliest way. Not recommended. Okay. Barbara's got Maidens, just because her healing isn't even good enough to actually make Ocean Hued worth it. But none of these are especially good. Okay. Okay. And... Cool. Take that. 1, and 2. That's just enough, and that's true form. Oh, and that didn't quite do it. Well, there we are. Thanks. Save it on you, and Repeater. Put that up, and very nice. It is quite nice that it simply does not take more than just breaking it and letting it die. This is the easiest one to run. The big thing is, of course, I'm using characters who I'm currently trying to get friendship for, which is why I'm focusing on this, because it's Casillo, well, stupid electro resistance, and Papo is simply not suited. But again, you always gotta have something in the patch to show the new characters, so if you're using the new characters, then there you go. Okay. I like that the circlet is just earrings. It's charming. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need to just do some trashing on my own time, but it's one more run. Yeah, it's 1200, and then you get the funny feather, which I have not really had a use case for yet, but that's okay. We'll see. One final run, I'll probably need to trash some, but whatever. Thanks, and 1, 2, and you can keep on, well, not quite. You're here. Now you're here. Hello. And select that, and Ineffa. Take that out, and the main thing is, depending on Ororon's pipe, it impacts his ability to use Xingqiu's rain sword. I mean, Ineffa's side, it impacts his ability to use the rain swords to actually add more Hydro Up, and it doesn't really matter, because Xingqiu's Hydro Up is still ridiculous. Again, it's still so funny how day one it was actually even better, and in literally 1.1 they nerfed it, because again, originally, apparently, I did not experience this. I started on Eula's first patch, which was 1.5. But apparently, every single one of his swords applied 1 unit of Hydro, which is as ridiculous as it sounds. So they had to fix that to give him normal ICD, and he still had stupid Hydro App. That is the power of gay Chinese boy, I guess. Fix on this for the HP. Yeah. To be fair, I wonder if Nilu's base HP is any different. Sigwin's Ascension stat, is it Hydro damage? No, it is HP. So they weren't too stupid. Yeah, they didn't make her a launch character. Did they give Nilu HP? I mean, I don't have her, so let me see. And she's got HP, and also just a higher base HP. Does she have the highest base HP in the game? That'd be Hu Tao. 15184. Yeah, Hu Tao's still got a higher max HP than Nilu. Holy Nilu Tao. Higher than Nuve. Higher than... Actually, slightly higher than Fiorina. Fiorina's actually got a higher max than Nilu, but Hu Tao's is still higher. It's higher yet. And I don't know if it's any different or whatever, but interesting. Okay. That's all that. Let's run out the clock for 8 more minutes, and then I can clock out. It's not like that. But, you know, if I said I was going to be on here for 8 more minutes or whatever, we can get the new cards. And also, let's see. This time it's Candlelight. They do a lot of these. Pyro Reaction. I'll steal someone's deck again. Sudden round 1. Oh, techniques. You gotta defeat an opponent. Or random techniques. Probably want to use the little buddy cards. Summer Fairy Tale. Semiolanka? Oh. It's the new cards they added. Oh, the CCG's gone long enough that things are really, really specific. One Omni die. It would still be best to just spam swirls, right? It would be, right? I won't do that right now, but we're gonna wait till the heated battle mode and then do that. Okay. We got Yuka Sword King and Hazel and Lanyon this patch. Let's buy the actual cards first. Burning your Crownless Crown. It's just once per round, that's whatever. These aren't crazy, but Whimsy will Dance to the Withered, Bono Life. Applies it to the enemy and to you, so that's real nice for Arla. Indirect Arla buff. Gummy Flying Scroll, that's efficient switch. Lanyon gets that, I believe. Just fast action. And a card. Healing, no damage. Trigger one of them. One usage. When you declare the end of your round. And that's what's interesting. You don't have to wait for end phase if you end first and take the initiative. Toy Guard. E-skill. Bit of damage. Cannot stack. Basically a free toy guard and then just spamming it. So again, one specific, literally a Semiolanka oriented. That's interesting. Spam those silly Semiolanka summons against Dvalin. So Prophecy, more toy cards. So it's just toy guard 1, animals 1, and then just ones that let you summon them. It's a very interesting deck concept. Now 3, it's Ororon. Harvest Time. Another one. Just keeps on going. Ineffa, of course, they added the business reality this patch. One Omni Element. Honestly, there's not enough time for TCG right now. What could I do for the next 5 minutes? That could be interesting. I could try Ineffa team on other local legends. I don't know. I could make more furniture. Okay. Technique is interesting though, but main thing is that we can reliably just keep all the cards and get all the gold skins, but then it's just these platinum skins where things get stupid. Probably gonna have to make an ult soon to just get my own. Get all the skill ones by just declaring it and losing matches with myself. Or I could bully someone I know into playing with me. I don't know. Wouldn't be that fun though. I'd probably just ask for their creds. pay him $5 or something. I don't know. Okay, let's go in the Peapot. It's not as yellow as you would expect, but maybe that's a good thing. Okay. Take it, take it. Apparently at Friendship level 6, Ineffa gives you a weird key item that we don't know what it does yet. Probably to change Brigitta's appearance. Because... Yeah. Got a little screw at her. Friendship level 6. That is probably going to be used for that. However that's going to work. We'll see. And... uncreated. The furnishings are God? Whatever. Art of Transport. A trapezoidal woven basket carefully crafted from resilient grass stalks. Its rim is fitted with specialized handles, making it exceptionally convenient to lift or drag. The basket's unique taper design, being narrow at the top and wider at the base, serves two key purposes. Firstly, it lowers the center of gravity, ensuring stability and preventing it from falling over when being moved around. Secondly, its opening is sized to secure precisely 3 crops in place, preventing them from being shaken about and lost in transit. We should make more some of these kinds of wood. We got 5 billion. 5 billion of these. Cool. And how much? That's an okay amount. And that's Fontaine, weirdly enough. You would think the torch would be not that. Well, whatever. Storage 101. A neatly bundled straw bale made of large quantities of sun-dried grass. Not sun-dried tomatoes. Meticulously packed into compact, irregular forms. It's said that most of the straw used across the tribes of Notland originates from the Collective of Plenty. The straw is compressed and bound into a uniform 3-bundle structure for ease of collection and bulk transport. 3 corons, 3 haze. However, due to its dense and highly flammable nature, improper handling can lead to spontaneous combustion. One must exercise extreme caution when stacking them up, or set them on fire. A lined volcanic stone stool, a low-cost, easily manufactured stone stool, requiring only some polishing of appropriately sized stone materials. Its most distinctive feature is the notably small seat designed to accommodate various postures that engage the core muscles. So much so that fitness enthusiast Yanzan and the Collective of Plenty have even developed a series of muscle group targets in strength and exercise centered around this very tool, Yanzan. Yeah, I don't really actually want to go through it until I've gotten every character. Do need to go back through and start what I finished literally started last year in the summer, and get every single character's teapot rewards, which is not that much, but it's stuff that I'm leaving on the table right now. And would like to document. Fixed Torch Safeguard. A fixed torch with a unique design and complex structure, commonly found throughout the Collective of Plenty, crafted with a robust metal framework. It serves as a beacon, illuminating paths and guiding the way. The torch's distinctive design, resembling a saurian horn, is said to be inspired by the warriors who safeguard the tribe. The twin-legged metal post symbolizes the bipedal tribal warriors, while the steadfast stone horns represent the Tenochtizocs that fight by their side. The torch's flames are akin to their unyielding fighting spirit, never being extinguished, which is to say, this is all from 3 patches ago, and I just didn't make it at the time. Fixed Torch Extremity. Fixed Torch prominently featured in the grand wrestling grounds of the Collective of Plenty, crafted with flammable wood and metal components. The term Extremity originates from the title of the Grand Wrestling Extreme Champion, a legendary combatant who in a single day triumphed over 30 consecutive challengers, marking the first recorded nighttime matches in the arena's history. Torches were ignited to illuminate the matches that night, were later renamed Extremity in honor of this formidable wrestler. Their legacy lives on to this day, and, well, that couldn't really be Larissa. She actually doesn't wrestle. She fights monsters, but that's it. Model contraption, Boom Boom Buff. An intricately constructed model with sound amplification device, and I believe we got this from the shop. The prototype is in the sigil shop. Prototype is fitted with 3 units for amplifying sound, which can be connected to a record player to boost its volume. Commonly saying in the People of the Springs, music needs to be played at a sufficient volume for a listener to appreciate all its intricacies, which would otherwise go unheard. Therefore, the artisans of the People of the Springs developed this amplification unit based on mysterious old source mechanisms. The owner of Gem-Base Studios designed a lightweight model for out-of-town visitors to keep as a souvenir of their travels. Because it's just a model, because of its secret source, it needs phlogiston, which doesn't work outside of Not One because of plot convenience. Oops. Rhythmic Synchrony, this was from the shop. delicately shaped tambourine model with sea blue graffiti on the body of the drum. Same shape as those commonly found in the People That Springs. Highly portable, this drum can be mastered swiftly even by beginners. Its light and lively tune makes it perfect for keeping rhythm during a chorus, and as such, evolved into a musical symbol of joyful gatherings. Heroic War Cry, a conical drum tuned with ropes, the same shape as those commonly found in the People of the Springs. It is said that due to its masterful design, that this type of drum can produce a sound both deep and piercing. When many are struck in tandem, their soul-moving rhythm is like that of a war cry. Such not when used, musicians often play on these drums before battle to boost the morale of their troops and fill their hearts with courage. Sucrose marketing method. A compact, exquisite record cabinet built out of sturdy white chestnut oak wood, the likes of which can be found in Xochitl records. This record cabinet is designed in the shape of a bow, forming a unique triangular space at its top that serves to make the records placed in it better catch the eye prospective customers. As such, Xochitl records make sure to display the records of their VIP singers in this manner to boost sales. Which would just be that Muley Nui NPC guy, I believe. Whatever. Then, Wobbly Water Donuts. A swim ring that can be hung on the wall. It is made of light and sturdy fabric, commonly found near water bodies in Nylon. Wobbly Water Donut, known for its light blue graffiti designs, is set to calm the mind, allowing one to frolic in the waves as carefree as a flow-current bird. If a budding photographer could only persuade a flow-current bird to put on this swim ring. And that's actually the guy over in Western Nylon from that exploration objective. So imagine how serenely leisurely the scene before them might hypothetically be. Okay, well, 2 hours into tomorrow, I guess, well, 2.5, we'll be able to pick some of those up, because it's 14. Longer than it'll take to be on next stream, so... In that case, we did Stygian, and a few more things, and that's what I set out to do today, so I'll see you, or maybe not, tomorrow. And yeah, well, among other things, we figured out how to really put the Wi-Fi antenna, which is actually not on the floor, but on the desk, so... That's all good and done. See ya. Dragon.